Alright, everybody, and welcome back to TEW9 Local to Global as TNA Wrestling. This is episode 39. I believe last time, we ended off with one of the best months we've ever had. The best month we've ever had, bar none. First month that we actually had pay-per-views, we had really good ticket sales, we had some broadcast revenue finally starting to come in. We made a ton of money on merchandise, and that is thanks to one Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Thank you very kindly. Our upgrade progress will come up here in just a little bit. I think it actually should come up before the end of the month, so that amount of money we're going to get from merchandise is going to go up even further. If we look at our mail, Kevin Nash is walking out of TNA. Ric Flair is walking out. Who the hell is the Machine? Oh, that's still Doug Basham. Oh, is that it? I thought someone else was leaving. Oh, and Hulk Hogan. I didn't see him. So they're all leaving, which is fine. I got everything I needed out of them. And I went out and I extended contracts to more people. Batista, I actually went ahead. Can you see that? Yeah. I went ahead and I updated his terms of service. I didn't give him more money. I gave him more bonus money, like bonus percentage. And I think it's at a point where he's serious. Yeah, he's seriously considering coming to us. So we might be getting Bautista. Steve Bradley, he used to be with WWE, and then I think he left. We can get him for about $230. Jim Cornette, add a third man to the booth. Steve Carino, a guy I've always wanted to have here, but I just never had the money. Now that I do, I'm going to bring him in. Alex Shelley, Drew Galloway, El Generico, Fergal Devitt, or Finn Balor. Hayabusa is not dead yet. I guess even at our timeline, he wasn't dead at this point, but he broke his fucking neck and hadn't been able to walk for like 7 years. Or I guess 6 years by this point. However, that never happened here. So he's actually, I mean, I shouldn't say he's completely fine, but he's in very good physical health. And you can tell those stats are outrageous. So I am going to try and bring him in. Bringing in Homicide. John Bradshaw Layfield was out there. Twinkle Toes is also here. We got Loki, Malice, Matt Seidel, Raven, Shannon Moore, and Shelton Benjamin. Those are all guys who will probably sign here within not that much time. Figurehead. Yeah, we're about 244 days away from Punk being, or from us figuring out whether or not Punk's a good guy for this. We're gonna find out. God, I hope he works. I did Styles, he didn't work. I did Cena, he didn't work. Hopefully, fucking CM Punk does. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna skip ahead to the show, and when I'm done booking, if anything happens weird, not like signing the guys. If I sign the guys, that's not weird. But if anything odd happens, I'll let you know. I'll see you in just a little bit. All right, and welcome to this episode of TNA Explosion. We start off with a banger in all the wrong ways. I hadn't considered that they might be rusty. They both got really good gimmicks though. Fergal Devitt defeated Drew Galloway. Segment rating of 11. That probably is not going to bode well for the next match. We follow that up with a promo by Team Punk and Team Punk. Lethal Lockdown being the next big event just around the corner. It will be Jeff Jarrett, Planet Jarrett in one corner, which is Jeff Jarrett, America's Most Wanted, and an unknown fourth person. And on the other side, you have CM Punk and the Haas Brothers. The Haas Brothers want to go take out on AMW. Cena was recruited last episode, and now he's officially joining. So there's their four-man team, and they have a promo getting hyped up. We follow that up with, oh, thank God, this match wasn't bad. We had Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley defeating Kazuchika Okada and Shelton Benjamin. Alex Shelley submitted Kazuchika Okada. They had excellent chemistry. Thank Christ. A 41. We followed up with a Planet Jarrett promo. AMW is talking to Jarrett, and Jarrett's like, "Don't worry, I got my fourth guy. I've got him. He's not here. He'll be there at lockdown." So we then follow that up with X Division Championship match. Ron, the Truth Killings, takes on Hayabusa to try and defend his title and loses. Hayabusa wins the TNA X Division Championship with a phenomenal match. Oof. A 49 overall rating, increased our show popularity in 10. No storylines were furthered, and live event experience. I gotta go fix that. We lost about $7,000. Popularity, we got one more in the tri-state. We take that. Oh, here comes the pain. Yeah, that did happen. How many people watched it? 79,000 people. 79. That's actually less. Russ Haas. Okada's a star in the making. Thanks, Russ. Hell yeah. Uh, oh, they tried to. Oh, they tried to sabotage me. They sent fans to my show holding up signs, and they got like it was turned on them. Oh, it's Christopher Notwinski. How much money do you want? You only want $7,000. That's actually not a lot, but uh, no, I'm good. All right, well that puts us at this point. I don't think. Yeah, we're still making a ton of money. But yeah, I did just sign Brock Lesnar. You don't want to know how much for, but I'll see you again when I am done booking the show. All right, here we go with another episode of TNA Explosion, held in front of 368 people at the Florida WrestlePlex. We have MVP taking on Matt Sydal, getting a 26 match rating. Sydal is rusty, should get better with more matches under his belt. A win for MVP. We follow that up with a match between Raven versus Steve Corino, in which Raven wins. 60 so a 60 match rating, a 49 segment rating. Oh, that should have been better. The crowd was into it. The wrestling was good. Uh, AJ Styles versus Hayabusa for the X Division Championship. AJ Styles drew with Hayabusa following a double disqualification. A 71 match rating. That might be the best match we've ever had. And a 63 segment rating. Here we have a contract signing between Punk and Jarrett. The Rock is there. They exchange some words. The contract is signed. Rock leaves while Punk and Jarrett stay in the ring. They start bad mouthing each other. They get into each other's face, and we got a brawl. Charlie versus James Storm. Russ versus Chris Harris. Punk and Cena are going after Jarrett until Punk turns around, gets fucking head knocked off by John Layfield. There's your fourth man. Jarrett lied. He's actually here tonight. And with Layfield, they clean house, and Planet Jarrett stands tall. A 60 match rating. That might have been the best match we've ever had. 21 and 12. That might have been the best match ever in company history. A 63. That might very well have been. BG James is here. Oh, I did submit an offer for BG James. He's just a like per show. That was my offer. I'm not winning that. I am not winning that. All right. Well, that puts us here $63,000 from the workers. That is insane, and it's about to get worse. At least for me. All right. Lockdown is in just a couple of days, and I will see you when we're there and we're done booking it. See you in a minute. Just as an addendum here, I decided to go and look. No, his match with Hayabusa is still only the third. The best match was Styles against Jarrett, Styles against Red, Hayabusa. If you look at the top 20 matches, Styles, 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 Styles. That's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 matches have had AJ Styles. You know what? I'm just gonna lock this in. I should have done this before. This company does not run without this man. He's the pillar of this company. We're 6th in the world. What is going on? We're prestigious? All right. Well, okay, I just now noticed that. Okay. Well, now I'm actually going to go book the show, and I'll be back in just a second. All right, here we are at TNA Lethal Lockdown 2007. Here we have, at the beginning segment, this is kind of the in-between. Before the pay-per-view starts, we see the Haas brothers beating the hell out of somebody that are off screen. We can't see who they are. We will find out later that it's AMW. AMW has been taken out of the main event. Jarrett has to find 2 other people to put into that spot on his team instead. A 65 segment rating. We then follow that up. Well, that is everything I wanted to see. AJ Styles wins the X Division Championship, beating Hayabusa in the single best match in company history by a country mile. Sweet Christ. A 72, Styles beat Hayabusa in a cage match with a spiral tap, wins the title. Jim Cornette was on the call for this match. It's his first match he's ever been on the call for. One hell of a match. I am very happy with that. We then follow it up with a old school match. Sting versus Barry Windham in a cage. Sting wins with a Scorpion Death Drop of 46. Just nice and neat. We then end the pay-per-view with the Lethal Lockdown match. Instead, the 63. Instead of having AMW, Jarrett went out and got Hulk Hogan and Monty Brown. And they went out and they had a match. The match comes to an end when John Cena hit and defeated Jeff Jarrett with a Blue Thunder side slam, winning the match, winning it for Punk and his team. Following that, out comes The Rock, and The Rock congratulates Punk's team for the victory and announces that next month it will be Jeff Jarrett taking on John Cena for the World Heavyweight title, which leads to Punk being very upset about this. And that's how the show goes off the air. A 62. Show increased their popularity in 11 regions. Show appeared worse. I keep forgetting to go fix that. You know what? I am actually going to go out of my way, and I'm going to fix that ahead of time. Let's just give everybody the typical normal things that we always do. Bang, bang, bong. Oh, sweet Christ. $63,000. We take those. Everything went up by 1. We also take those. A hi, Eric Angle. They did not pick a good picture for you, did they? I feel kind of bad. That's a really pixelated image. What do we got? 106,000 pay-per-view buys. Wow. That's wild. How much merchandise did we get out of that? I don't know. Where's Styles? Styles is making $448. That's not a lot. How much did his popularity go up from that match, by the way? A 72 on pay-per-view. Did that do anything? It did. It knocked him up a couple spots. It knocked him up in a couple spots. How bad did that screw up? Actually, Hayabusa isn't that popular in America. In Japan, he's super over. He not a lot there. What about Japan? Did his Japan go down? No, his Japan has stayed pretty much the same. All right, not bad at all. We're still 6th. I don't know how we're 6th. We look at that. Lethal Lockdown 2007 is the best show we've ever put on. Oh, not only was it the best show we ever put on, it had 2 of the best matches we've ever put on. AJ Styles again here wins there 72. That's best by the country mile. And then the Lethal Lockdown comes in at a solid fifth place. That's not bad. All right, I'm gonna do that just to get that out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna skip to the next spot. Actually, let me go put down. I got a couple things to do. I'm gonna go put down a pre-booking for Jarrett and Cena for the title at Turning Point. I'm also gonna go update the live event, so that's gonna get bumped up. I'll see you when I'm done booking the next show. I'll see you in just a second. All right, everybody, welcome to TNA Explosion number. Oh God, how many? It's six. The sixth TNA Explosion we've ever done. Held in front of almost 400 people. Hey, you know those two tag teams that were gonna be pretty much duking it out on Sunday in the cage match? Oh, the one half wasn't here. Hey, now they're gonna have a match here, and America's Most Wanted pins Charlie Haas after they hit him with the Death Sentence 847. We follow that up with the big promo. CM Punk comes out. He complains. He says, "I am the rightful number one contender. I never got my rematch. I demand my rematch, and I demand to get it before Cena." The Rock comes out. He tells Punk, "I don't care what you think. It doesn't matter what you think. I'm in charge. You're not getting your shot before Cena. After that match with Cena, you can have your title shot." Punk complains some more. Out comes Cena. Cena antagonizes Punk and The Rock. And then out comes Jeff Jarrett, and he just antagonizes everybody. And that's how we go into the main event, the X Division Open Challenge. Oh my God. Okay, we already have a new personal best. AJ Styles takes on Loki in a 25-minute classic, a 73, and AJ Styles wins, defends the title, and Jesus Christ. 63. That is that is the best show we've ever done. What is this simplicity? You use Loki far too much on the show. I beg to differ. That's actually wild to me because that match is penalized because we're using him too much. What? Okay. I don't know what to think about it. We got a couple things. The Southeast went up. I'm happy about that. Oh my God. Devon Dudley has a 94 psychology? What? What? Uh, oh, in front of 101,000 people, 101 shown last night. I'm also signing Punk to a deal, just locking him in as well. We are sitting in at $128,000. Merchandise. Still Dwayne. Dwayne's gonna do better. Oh, we're almost gonna tick that over, so we'll see how that works. I'm gonna skip ahead. This will be the final show on the final day of the month. Without further ado, I'm gonna head over there. I'll see you when I get there. All right, here we go. Final TNA Explosion of the month. TNA Explosion number 7. Jason Cross and Hayabusa start off with a rockin' and rollin' X Division bout, which Hayabusa wins a 54 match rating, and they did not click at all. Follow that up with Chris Hero and John Layfield in a 10-minute match. That actually did better than I figured it was going to do. John Layfield wins, beating Chris Hero. We followed up with the AJ Styles X Division Open Challenge. Out comes Sean Waltman, and another phenomenal match. And then we end off the show. The Rock comes down, he addresses the situation, and he calls out John Cena, saying, "Hey, I gave you the shot because you beat Jeff Jarrett. I believed you deserved the opportunity first. And then you come out and you bite the hand that feeds. Get in line, or you will lose your spot." Cena tells him to, eat his nuts, whipping a pack of Planters peanuts in his face, and walks away, leaving a very angry Rock. 59, 8 regions. Haha. Lost about $5,000. Went up in some of the areas. We didn't gain as much as I would have hoped. But I digress. We can't always get what we need. We can only get what we want. What in Sam hell? Chris Jericho. Yeah, we can't afford him. We won first. Funaki, Jericho. Yeah, we can't beat Jericho. Match of the Year candidate, Rey Mysterio defeated Chris Canyon. Not a bad match. I can already tell that's probably a good match. And we ended off the month slightly less from the previous month, but we still made a ton of money. Uh, Ticket sales were less than, but we had one less show, one less pay per view. A little bit more broadcast revenue, a little bit more sponsorship, a lot more merchandise, and things are about to get a little bit more spicy as we get on to the next one. I think if we go here, financial estimates, we are expected to pay about $88,000 for our workers, which is going to be a lot. Although the merchandise just got done, I'm gonna put that on rapid immediately, and we're gonna see how much money Dwayne can really get now. But that will be the end of this episode. Batista and Brock Lesnar are on their way. Turning Point is only 17 days away, and I will see you all again in the next video. Bye bye.